Okay, everyone's doing the 10-year challenge. So our viewers are going to have a grand time looking at your old photos. But at the same time, let's look back. It's like a time machine. Tell us what you were doing 10 years ago.
Well, 10 years ago was my rookie year. A young terror in the league, just playing with a chip on my shoulder, angry in every game. And it's been a long time, but it feels like it was just yesterday that it was my rookie year.
The 10-year version of, or that version of yourself in 2009, what was that guy like?
Really angry, aggressive. Felt like it was him against the world, but just had a lot to prove. I felt like I had a lot to prove, not just to myself, but to everybody.
Kevin, 10 years ago, ano timbang mo nun?
180 pounds.
180 pounds.
Yeah.
So, ano ginagawa mo 10 years ago?
High school ako. Habang nagde-training ako sa high school, sa RP youth team naman ako kay Coach Eric. Good. Sobrang busy ko that day. That year.
That year? So, ano ka? So, parang juniors ka na nun?
Juniors.
Juniors ka na?
Rookie year.
Rookie year mo sa juniors. Ikaw ba, naalala mo pa yung mga pangarap mo nun as a player 10 years ago?
Basta ma-represent ko lang yung yung bansa natin. Basta laro lang ako yun. Wala pa akong iniisip na kung ano-ano. Ini-enjoy ko lang yung paglalaro ng mga basketball. And ayun yung kasi yung way na para makapagtapos ako sa pag-aaral.
So yung Kevin Ferrer 10 years ago, kamusta siya? Ano ang niya? Anong ugali niya? Anong mga habits niya?
10 years ago, laro lang talaga yung gusto ko. And
nagtatrash talk na ba yung
trash
Kevin?
Talk.
10 years ago, nagtatrash talk na.
Talaga. Kasi yung ugali ko rin, kung teammate kita, alagaan kita yan. Pagkalabang kita, ibang usapan na yun.
Okay, mahal na mahal ka na ni Greg.
Ayun
Dati galit na galit siya sa'yo eh. What about you, Greg? What were you doing 10 years ago?
10 years ago, I was still in Cebu. I think it was my last year with the University of the Visayas. And we had just started the first Gilas program at that time, too.
Wow, that was 10 years ago? Gilas 1?
Gilas, 10 years
ago. That was 10 years ago.
That's crazy.
So 10 years ago, Greg, you were still in Cebu. Were you envisioning that all of this would happen to you? You know, being in Barangay Ginebra, being a PBA champion?
Honestly, I couldn't have foresaw this. You know, back 10 years ago, I think I've only been to Manila twice for the Champions League, and before that, my only idea of the Philippines was Cebu, because that's where I'd always go. You know, I never envisioned being able to play in the PBA, especially for a team like Ginebra. You know, because my only exposure before that with the PBA was the All-Star game, and you know, we didn't even have tickets to get in. And just 10 years later, you know, it's really crazy to think about where we all ended up.
So it must be crazy when you look back and you think about everything that you've gone through. So this might be a nice time to, you know, imagine yourself talking to your 2009 self. What advice would you give to Sol Mercado back in 2009?
I kind of would just tell myself to calm down a little bit. That everything was going to be all right, that I was going to go through a lot of growth spurts. Just continue to work hard like I did, and you know, kind of keep my circle small and keep the people that are positive influences in my life around me.
Kevin, anong advice ang bibigay mo kay Kevin Ferrer in 2009?
Huwag makontento sa kung anong meron ka. Kusang darating sa iyo yung mga pangarap mo. And ayun, huwag na maging tirador.
Hindi mo rin nung pinakinggan yung payo na yun eh. Or siguro, bawasan mo yung pag-trash talk mo. But that's who you are. That's,
doon ako nakilala rin kasi.
Greg, what would you advise to your 2009 self?
You know, just keep working hard and don't be content with any success I would have. To really just enjoy the journey and you know, really trust that the whole basketball will work out for me, and just really enjoy the ride.
And you should tell your 2009 self to watch out for a guy named Kevin Ferrer.
Yeah,
when you get to the
definitely.
When you get to the
Definitely
UAP. All right, this was great. Congratulations on a season opener win. And guys, good luck. Good luck in the Philippine Cup. All right, so we'd like to thank Greg Slaughter, Kevin Ferrer, and Sol Mercado of Barangay Ginebra for joining us today. And thank you for watching The Score.